cornmeal. It's filling, it's cheap, it's sexy?
Life can be a struggle, but a good meal does not have to be. We can make creative, nutritious, and inventive dishes for under $2 a plate.
Cornmeal. It's what's for dinner. Oh, yeah. And playing a fantastic co-starring role is our friend Braised Beef. And we are going to have 3 dishes that are totally unique with the same star and co-star. We're gonna beef up these dishes with some chuck roast. It's a tougher cut and it's a cheaper cut, but we're gonna make it soft and unctuous. We're gonna use this in all 3 dishes. So this is corn and beef coming together as one. Amazing. Ready, set, beef. Season, sear, saute, add flavor, add liquid. Oil. Cover. Shred. Done. We're dividing this up so that we can make our 3 wonderful recipes. Okay, the middle guy is gonna get some mushrooms and braising liquid. Oh my God. We're gonna save this for later. You better keep watching so you see what we do with this. Aren't you curious, George? Let's put them in the fridge. We are gonna make a delicious jalapeno cornbread with a braised beef chili. How can you go wrong? Cornmeal, flour, baking powder. Mix these bad boys together. Buttermilk, butter melted. Honey from the packet drawer. Boop. The jalapeno. This ain't my first rodeo. Okay, here we go. Dry ingredients. Mix these bad boys in. See this pan? It's buttered. You've got to butter it, otherwise your cornbread is not gonna come out. Boom, don't overwork it. It is time for this to go into the oven. 400 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes. Let's do it, and then we're gonna make some chili. Okay, here comes the super fast chili. Oil, onion, the sizzle. Garlic, here comes a can of tomatoes. These are the smells I grew up with right here. These pinto beans were dried at one point, and now they are fully hydrated. Soft and delicious. And these will cost you a fraction of the price if you start with dried goods. Here we go, beans going in. This is ancho chili. It's super duper smoky. And it's also one of the reasons that we don't have to use chicken stock here or beer or wine, and we can just use water because this adds flavor. Cumin, intensity level is climbing the scale. Here comes some salt, some pepper. Guys, that's it. And now we wait 30 minutes. The cornbread is done. Is this not gorgeous? This is gorgeous. Look at that. The colors are fantastical. And we have the beef. Now this is gonna go in. Remember guys, it's already cooked. So all we need to do is heat it up. Things that come to mind when you think of chili. Warm, spicy, filling, thick. Cornmeal can achieve sexy chili. Oh my goodness. Guys, this is a thickener, this is a flavor enhancer, and it is super cheap. Chili's not sexy. Until now. Bowl, this is what happens now. Oh, this is cheddar. It's gonna be wonderful. The cornbread time. Boom. Look, the cheese has melted a little bit. It's quite gorgeous. Sexy, if I do say so myself. Wow, this is really good chili. You would not know that this is made on a budget. Now to the real hero, the jalapeno honey cornbread. Wonderful. You know, the cornmeal is so cheap, and that big piece of braised beef also so cheap that we get 1-2 punch, $1.98. It's amazing. But now it's time for recipe 2. Let's go. Polenta is a wonderful use of cornmeal. It is soft and creamy and filling, cheap obviously, and wonderful to put braised meats on top of. What is polenta, you ask? Let me tell you, it's fancy grits. That's it, there's nothing to it. Okay, water, milk, un pochino di sale. This is the magical ingredient. This is the thing that transforms from an ugly toad into a prince. But we need the help of a struggle whisk, AKA a fork. Coming in, nice and easy. A little bit of cornmeal, little bit of struggle whisk. A little bit of cornmeal, a little bit of struggle whisk. This is a no texting moment, pay attention. You can see it's thickening up. When the polenta gets lumpy, Frankie gets grumpy. Keep stirring. That's looking pretty nice right there. We add our butter, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we finish it with a little bit of cheese. You know the deal with the cheese, buy the whole block. Holy moly. Oh, baby, look at that. Oh my goodness. You don't want it to be too thick, but you do want movement. That is gorgeous. This is the braised beef that we made that was sitting in the fridge. The one that I added a little bit of mushroom to give us extra hardiness. The smell is insane. Goodness, do you see what's happening there? I like to just get the beautiful leaves. This is $1.98 a plate, and I think it would be perfect for you and your date. Here we go. Look at the polenta, nice and creamy, as you can see. Smooth operator. It is the most luxurious, cheap food on the face of the earth. So for $1.98, you can eat really, really great, and you're using that beef that you already braised, which is super duper cheap, and you're using that cornmeal, which is super duper cheap, and you're literally just elevating it with milk and water. This is pretty easy peasy, and it tastes like a fine French restaurant. Guess what? We need to go on to recipe number 3. Let's go. We're gonna make some arepas. Arepa is a corn cake. It comes from Venezuela and Colombia, and it varies from region to region. It is a delicious vessel for a salsa verde with tomatillos and braised beef. We've got some onions. We've got some garlic, jalapeno, cumin. To make our salsa verde, we need a tomatillo. A tomatillo, it's somewhere between an apple and a tomato. It's tart, it's wonderful. 1 packet of sugar for free. Here comes a little salt. We'll stir it up. We're just trying to meld the flavors. Here comes a little bit of pepper and cilantro. We can just go like that. Boom. So this is just gonna cook for about 10 minutes, and then we're gonna blend it all up. Now we make our arepa dough. The most important thing when making this arepa dough is that you have extremely finely ground, pre-cooked cornmeal. It sounds like a mouthful, but it is the key for you having a successful arepa. Super sexy. Ooh, it smells so nice. I had a little extra cash because I did such a good job with my budgeting for the rest of the dish. This is gonna make the arepa cheesy, delicious, and completely non-traditional. Cheese, flour, salt, pepper, scallion. Mix, warm milk, melted butter. The cornmeal is very finely milled, and it's gonna take a while for it to fully hydrate. So time is your friend here. Just get in there, bring it together. This will now rest for 15 minutes. It's time to finish that salsa. This is one of my favorite tools, the immersion blender, because it is a food processor and a blender in one, much easier to clean, and it's cheap. Here we have cornmeal. Once again, we're gonna thicken our salsa and add more flavor. Here is some of our braised beef, and it is going in. It is going to be rehydrated by our salsa verde. Here's some corn proper. Okay, so look at that. Really nice. Okay, I'm looking to make a clementine size ball with our arepa flour. A little bit of oil in the pan. Very nice. Give some edges. Beautiful. We are looking for 1 to 2 minutes per side so that they get nice and crispy on the outside and nice and creamy on the inside. Here comes one. Here comes our salsa verde corn braised beef topping. Oh man. Queso cotejilla. Crumbly, pungent. This is a winning combination on a fork. This might be one of the most satisfying things we've ever made on this show. It's somewhere between one of my favorite tacos and cornbread drenched in butter. Super delicious and cheap. So for me, it's a win. I think it's a win for you too. We made 3 amazing dishes with cornmeal as the base, and then we beefed up those cornmeal bases with literal braised beef. 3 amazing, delicious, nutritious, and cheap meals. That's what Struggle Meals is all about. I rest my case, Your Honor.